What the hell is this thing, and why did you travel all the way to Seattle to get it?
Well, it's called the Electrum. It's a electric recumbent bicycle. The reason why I came to Seattle is I had a beta version of this bike. I liked it so much, and since the original, very first few that the maker of this, Tig, had built, he made a lot of improvements since then, and so I sold my old one for what I bought it for and got this one. So just a few different different aspects to it, but yeah, basically it's my car in the nicer months of the year. You know, you could ride this in the winter, but ice and two wheels usually don't mix.
The guy's name is Tig?
Tig Fabrizio, and it's Electrum, Electrum.ca, because he's up in the north.
And he's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, and he's on like Instagram and Facebook. You can reach out with him, any questions on it. The really cool thing that he always talks about is that all the parts well, not all the parts, but like the bulk of the parts, he's been very cautious on how he built this to make sure that it's just all off the shelf bike parts, essentially. So it's got a typical chain, it's got, you know, your disc brakes, things like that. All the things you can repair yourself. So, you know, electric bikes that you might go out and buy in the store, they haven't put the sustainability thought that Tig has in this. He's really built this bike to be a lifetime bike. It has about 100-mile range, a little more than 100 miles, just depends on how you're riding it, how many hills, so on and so forth, which is typical for any kind of electric bicycle. Your batteries sit right underneath you, so it has a really nice balance to it. It has about 40 amp hour batteries, and then you can put another 40 inside the trunk as well, so you can get up to over 200 miles of range. I often make up excuses to ride the bike, like, oh, you know, I think I need some mayonnaise. Oh, I'll go get some mayonnaise. Or, you know, I need some more hot sauce. I'll go to the store and get some hot sauce today.
Okay, so are you gonna like get in it and ride it around
sure,
here?
I can do that.
Let's see how easy it
So
goes. I'm not gonna try it.
The cowling just lifts up. Let me get in the right setting here.
There he goes. There he goes again. Come back! Come back! Come back! He left me here. What the hell am I supposed to do? And you're back 4 hours later.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, who made your clothes?
Oh, I made my clothes.
Oh, you make clothes for people?
I do. I make men's clothing.
Okay.
So yeah, made everything I'm wearing, including the T-shirt I'm wearing and everything. This is my logo.
Pillo Textiles?
Pirillo Textiles.
Yeah.
It's on Instagram. So
Now, you haven't made those shoes.
I have not made these shoes, but I have made shoes before.
Hey, Bunny. Bye, Bunny. You might be wondering how many Darth Vaders is too many Darth Vaders to 3D print, and I would say there's never enough. For the past week alone, I found these 7 different models to print in different filaments. I mean, unbelievable. If you have not started with 3D printing yet, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Look! Basil! Basil! Basil, look! Look at all these bubbles. You're not looking. Come on, look at the bubble. Pop, 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 pop.
I don't think cats are that interested.
Yeah, they last a long time. This was with my dish soap and glycerin and water.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, are we
4.
playing? Okay, wait. Baguette. Anyone? Baguette?
Baguette.
Baguette. Okay.
Some families are the same color. Some families are different colors. All families like to hug each other. Some families live near each other. Some families live far from each other. Some families look alike. Some families look like their pets. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. Some families have a stepmom or stepdad and stepsisters or stepbrothers. That's you. That's dad. That's me. You like cats, so. Some families like to be quiet. Some families like to be noisy. That's you.
If we can't do a sequential,
Yeah.
then do we have to flip
Yes.
from both sides?
Yeah.
So, and did somebody just say flip, or
Yeah.
we just flip?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just like
Okay,
we
and-
can't do it. Can you do it?
And
No.
and
Can I
is
do
it
No.
sequential up or down? Like if there's a
Yes,
6
it
here,
is.
I can put a 5 or a 7, and you just keep going if you can keep going in a sequence.
Yeah.
Okay. Basil. Okay, super helpful. He's so helpful.
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
Oh, there.
Thanks,
Oh,
buddy.
you're so helpful. You're being so helpful for me.
Hi.
I can't go. I think this is from República de Cabo Verde.
Oh,
That's what it says.
you have an amazing accent. Is this from Portugal? What about this one?
Oh yeah.
What's that from?
Yeah, that's Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
When people see you playing at the airport, they'll throw coins into your case
Well,
as they're traveling through,
this is from Belgium.
Yeah.
so you get them from all around the world.
All around the world.
I had these lentils in the pantry for the past, 2 years or so. Yeah, and Gretchen finally made them, thankfully, and they taste good. So
200 years.
no, 2 years. Yeah. Well, hun, it's
Out of
not
date?
the way you're going to eat it. You're not going to eat it cold. I'm heating them
No, I'm
up.
saying, like, it's out of date.
No. Lentils will be fine. They'll be fine. They were dry. They're all good. Rocket, don't look at me that way. I was doing this week's vibe coding session and wound up creating 2 apps. A puzzle app where you can take an image, upload it, and then that would create basically a puzzle that you could put back together. And then a ticks clock app. We did that live. And Adam and I were getting into, well, not really getting into it hot and heavy, but like Adam and I were talking specifically about what is about to happen. And I'm sitting here having this conversation with him, and I thought, dude, everyone else needs to hear this.
People have had the foresight to understand that this is coming. It's just part of the evolution of technology. And there's already been conversation for, 10, 15 years, going back that far, at least from some of the early stuff I've read, of discussing what happens? Like there's the discussion like social media, where's they make their money? Their product is us. Their product is our data, right? Their product is our clicks and likes and stopping at a store and, oh, you like fruit, let me put more fruit ads in front of you. So should people be paid for their personal information, right? Should these social media companies be paying us a check? There's the concept of social currency, the barter system. I can fix your window, can you cut my hair? They are solving for a problem that existed 20 years ago with trying to bring manufacturing back or whatever they're trying to do with the tariffs right now. And let's say they bring the manufacturing back. It's not going to last long. If you've looked at any of the Boston robots that are out there now, those jobs ain't going to be there. I hate to tell you that. Those are actual robots that exist today, not ones that are promised in June, July, or 2025 or 26 or 27. It's a problem that needed to be solved 30 years ago. They're not looking at the problem that needs to be solved in the future. So they're looking backwards instead of forwards. And if you're looking forward, you have to solve for these real problems where AI is going to become a point where, there's already artists, right? They're already being, their art is being fed into these machines and it's spitting out art. As I'm glad I'm not in graphic design anymore, because I know back when, I had Microsoft Paint. We have Microsoft Paint. I can create this logo. And I'm like, no, you can't. I studied for 4 years to do this, but sure, Microsoft Paint will be better than what I can do. But now you have AI tools, and you just plug it in, and boom, you got a logo. Granted, it's not registrable and all that stuff, but that will come. And then just like, I want a portrait of me, and I want it in this style. I want it in a Van Gogh style, where they've already fed the algorithm. I can put it into Gemini or whatever, ChatGPT, whatever AI tools out there, and they can spit out art. Is it original art? No, because it's using other people's art to create this. But that's not the issue. Like, I think most people can agree. Yeah, it's not real art. They're stealing other people's art to do this. The argument we need to have is, well, how do those artists still get paid? Like, how do we make money? And if you can't make money, or you can't barter, or you don't have things to trade or barter with, then who are you selling your product to?
That's the larger problem. It's not just the artists.
Yeah.
It's about any information or knowledge worker that currently has the institutional knowledge to be able to assess and think, okay, what does this mean? How do we interpret that? How do we create this for upper management? At that point, we're all replaced. We're replaceable. So we can't make money to buy the art, let alone, have a job that might make money, because it's going to be completely automated. It's going to be completely replaced.
Yeah.
That entire system. I just see it, and it's not a doomerism. It's just like, we're not going to become more productive. The software is going to replace people. It's going to replace those jobs, those roles.
Yes.
And this is why I say there's never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. We're always going to need that creativity. Yeah. But at some point, when there's no way of generating revenue because no one has the job to buy the product or service that you're creating, it's game over.
Yeah. I think with that, it's, you said, like, it's not doom and gloom. And I think it opens you, if you don't have to work because, AI can do it, right? I think it opens up. I saw the meme, like, early on when all the art stuff, AI started dropping it. It was like people were freaking out. It's like, I was hoping robots would be doing the manual labor, not creating art and music, right? Like, there's the meme out there. Most people have seen it. And yeah, that was the reality we hope for. Hopefully it opens up to be able to, I mean, humans weren't really ever, I don't think humans ever in time were like here to work for money. I mean, what else are you going to do if you don't have a 9 to 5 to go into or whatever? So I don't know. A lot of smarter people than me have been working on this, and I've been reading about it, but I don't have the answers. I mean, those are the people we need. We need to get the best minds. The company owner understands that if he's making a product, someone has to buy it. But he doesn't care if that person's buying it in America. He doesn't care if that person's buying it in India, China, Taiwan, wherever it is in the world he can sell his item to. They will sell it to them. The problem is, eventually they're going to run out of people to sell it to. If everything's replaced by robotics or AI or whatever, some point they're going to be like, well, we've got to create something. And I think that's where it would come around to where the economy won't self-destruct in that way, to where there won't be any jobs, because they understand they have to have something to pay someone. But will the jobs be limited? Are there enough jobs to go around? I mean, it's all...
There won't be enough
jobs to go around. It's a house of cards, it seems like to me.
There won't be any jobs to go around. There's zero chance.
I don't know.
Zero chance. How do you create a job that pays well enough to be able to support a lifestyle that that is so far beyond anybody and everything? Because there's inflation. There's the value of products. Like, companies are going to create products and services that people can't afford. And they're going to have fewer and fewer employees. But over and over again.
The reality of what you need and
don't disagree.
Yeah,
there's a disparity between needs and wants.
Yeah. So,
but at that point, you're talking about something like UBI or like or universal basic income, right? Or a bartering system.
Yes.
But we're not. Today's society, at least the capitalist society, we're not even close. When I am able to develop a web app, because we've been living in Western society, at least here in the U.S., in a knowledge-based worker information economy. And all of it is being, forget about in the future being upended. It's happening now. The fact that I could do what I do and not have to pay a web developer to do.
Yeah.
And I don't mean web developer make an HTML page. No, I mean a fully functional app.
Yeah.
Like, that's value.
what I just tested on that puzzle, that's a fully realized app.
Yeah,
Like,
you use the
fully
puzzle.
realized.
Yeah, you tried
In
the
an
puzzle
hour.
that I create the puzzle app that I created
Yeah.
within an hour.
Yeah, yeah. So it goes back to that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
So if everybody has the power to do that, because, you know, as much as I know technology, I know there's so much that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody can go into a web app and say, this is what I want, what's the need of going further? And I think there's the 90-10 rule where 90% of the people won't go that far, but the technology is going to get easier and easier and easier, much like smartphones.
oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, phones worked and you could text and you could, you know, get on the web, but it was horrible until the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
That was a revolution. This is a bigger paradigm shift because I think it's screwing with economies. AI will screw with total economies.
Well, especially in the U.S. because so you were mentioning like so the U.S. shifted again. This is like it's relevant. Not to I don't want to get into politics and have a debate in your comments.
But let's face it. This
the
is
reality-
geopolitical.
It is. So the reality is we were told the tariffs were put in place to bring back manufacture. We know that's probably not really the reason why, but whatever. Let's go on that, guys, that the tariffs are there to encourage people to bring manufacturing back to the U.S.
Rocket staying here.
The problem is we had shifted away from the manufacturing aspect. All that was sent away. We opened up the global economy 20, 30 years ago. So if you wanted to keep those manufacturing jobs here, that needed to happen and tried to stop 20 to 30 years ago. We are here today. We have we switched to a service-based economy in the U.S.
Right.
So we provide services, not products. We provide the design. We provide the testing. We provide the marketing. We provide a lot of these aspects that go into that product. We just don't create. We don't build the product. Now you introduce the AI and the further development of this technology that's happening right now. And it doesn't matter where you send those jobs. You are already being affected by AI and you have no clue. And you could say, oh, I hate AI. And if I see it, I won't use it. But I will guarantee you might be arguing with an AI bot right now on Twitter or X or whatever it is, or on Facebook. You're interacting with an AI ad. There's so much AI around you. It's ridiculous. And it's only going to get better and better and better because it's learning from you. It's learning from all of us. So, yeah.
And it's going to become more and more accessible
Yeah.
and usable. And
Yeah.
eventually, it's going to edge people out.
Your senior leadership is coming to you and asking what functions of your jobs can be handled with AI. If they're not already asking you that, either you're in a very, very small company, or two, your leaders severely lack understanding of the tool that they have in front of them. Small mom and pop shop can use an AI tool to help do their purchasing. But what are they going to purchase? Because who are they going to sell it to? Because the guys over
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know. What I do know is it has to be talked about more now by our leaders.
They're not gonna say anything.
I don't think they understand it.
They don't stand to benefit from saying anything. I mean, because effectively what we're saying is the sky is falling, and let's face it, I believe it is.
Yeah,
and I'm not being hyperbolic. I don't know how we're going to come out of this. That's why I'm trying to get Jedi going on, hey, let's use our head, let's use some critical thinking, let's use our logic, let's tell it what we want, let's learn, let's think through it to give her that skill set, because she and everybody out there needs to start thinking like an entrepreneur, even if they don't have that in them.
When you say entrepreneur, I think that scares people. I think in the simplest term, in the layman's term, entrepreneur is really hustling.
Well, side hustle, right.
It's hustling. It's finding a way to cover the cost of your living or to live. Entrepreneurship can be as simple as not providing a service for someone else to pay for. It could be as simple as going out and growing food in your backyard for you, yourself, and your family to eat, right? And cutting out some of the grocery costs or whatever. Entrepreneurship is hustling, is your neighbor's older, they really need a hand. They're willing to pay someone money to just rake the leaves. Going and raking those leaves. I mean, I think that's where it goes back to that UBI and that social currency and stuff, is like
bartering. At
some point, it might go back. We might go backwards in our economy, But this all may sound like scary doom and gloom stuff, but going backwards to that, to where we're at now, for some people, is this really a bad thing?
I'm going to save $30 and cut my own hair again. That's what entrepreneurs do. No, not cut their own hair, but figure out how to save money where and when they can. I'm scrappy. And I'm also scruffy. And this shaver died 5 minutes later. I guess I have to get a new one. Oh boy. Will it still work when I have it plugged in? Whew! Thank God. I think now you know why I do this outside. Gretchen is going to be performing for a live taping of The Moth, and I don't know if you've listened to the Moth Radio Hour. It's on NPR. It's amazing. Anybody would love it because people tell stories, right? And when they do these sessions, they will very often, if not all the time, bring in a musician. So Gretchen is the musician who's going to be playing intro music and like 2-minute, I guess, renditions of your music,
Yes.
pared down to 2 minutes. But I don't know if they're going to let me record from the audience because usually, they want to have all the rights to that. So, but I've never, I've listened to the Moth before, but I've never been to an actual The Moth show. Is it The Moth show or just Moth?
The Moth.
The Moth. I've never been to The Moth. I'm in Benaroya Hall. I've been here before, but I couldn't even tell you the last time or why. I believe this is a good seat. Orchestra? It's got to be close to the stage. I suppose that's one of the benefits of having a girlfriend who is a musician. She couldn't get me backstage, not that I asked, but she's busy. She's been practicing a lot for this. Music by Gretchen Yanover. Oh, I wish you could have seen it. You could listen to it anytime. I mean, the Moth Radio Hour. It's a podcast. It's a show. Of course, I also probably could not or will not ever be able to play Gretchen's music, at least as it was meant to be heard because, copyright strikes. Yeah, I listen to my girlfriend when I drive. Who doesn't? Who wouldn't?